We're going to talk about business today, because I like business. And one of the things I learned about business is if people won't do business with you, they're not someone you can trust. Because I do business with my friends. Even if my friends' prices are higher, the quality of the product's less, but I do it because I know them and I like them. Why would I do business with someone else who I don't know, and the prices, it may be cheaper and the quality may be better, but I don't know them. And if someone chooses to do business with someone else because the product was cheaper, X, Y, and Z, they can make all the excuses. It means they don't want to, they don't do business with you, it means they don't want to know you. Even if you do know them and they choose to go that cheaper route, it means they're not a true friend. And why do business with a person, or associate with a person who's not a true friend? We're human beings. So what, it's cheaper. You're my friend, I will do business with you. That's something I learned. People don't want to do business with you. Don't associate with them. Because they're not a true person. They won't say it to your face. They won't say, I don't like you. They won't say that. Something's flawed. They won't say nothing. They're like a snake. That's what it is. They're snaky. Yeah, so beware of that. If you're ever doing business and a person doesn't want to do business with you, there's subterfuge at hand, and beware. Honestly, I won't even bother talking to them. Why talk to someone who doesn't want to do business with you? True friends do business with friends. Yeah. Here's another business lesson I learned. Never do business with 3 people, because 2 of them will screw you over. One-on-ones. That's just me personally. Just how I do it. Take it or leave it. It's up to you. That's business. Business lessons. Like, I run my own business now, yeah? I have a couple businesses, a couple companies. I run them myself. Like this right here, the Warrior Society. It's our clothing brand, my company. I run it myself. It's mine. I own it. Frank Lucas taught me something. I never met the man, but I did learn a lot from watching him. His documentaries and this and that. It was Frank Lucas. And it's, I am my own business. I'm the CEO. I'm the owner. I run it. I don't work for nobody but myself. And that's very important. My work, that's what I really learned. That's, yeah. I run businesses, and I work for myself. Sure, I do other things on the side for, like, whatever reason, contract filling or whatever that is, or, you know, do some other shit. I work for myself majority of the time. Other times it's like whatever I do, a movie contract with other people for films in Hollywood. Yeah, sure, I'm working for somebody else, but I'm mostly working for myself because at the same time I'm self-promoting, I'm in the movies, doing the deals, getting paid good money, getting residuals. You know, I like doing that. I consider that working for myself. Other people may not, but I do. Because I like that stuff. It's fun. Get to meet interesting people, get to meet cool cats. I dig it. Oh man, I've done some stuff. Business. Wild. So that's one thing I've learned. People don't want to do business with you. It probably means they don't like you. So don't even bother trying to do anything with them, because you can't get anything out of them. And I was talking to this billionaire one time. Very few times in my life. Actually, I've only spoken to a billionaire once. Actually, he spoke to me, actually, I should say, for a solid hour. I barely spoke. It was time to shut up. And that was one of the times I just shut up. I didn't say nothing. I just listened. I was talking with this billionaire. Because I've talked to a lot of millionaires. But there's a difference between the way they spoke. Maybe it just might have been personality too, because I haven't talked to enough billionaires. I've only talked to one in my life so far. But I've talked to quite a few millionaires. And it was very different how they operated from just that one encounter. But the dope thing I really liked about it, when I was talking with them, I really like this way of approach too, especially in sales. He wasn't trying to sell me that. That's what I really like. Because I've always been trained with my business side of things. If you're selling somebody something, you're selling them, right? You're trying to sell them something. And how you approach this and that, and then you try to hook them, and then there's like all these maneuvers. But when I was talking to him, he didn't want nothing. We're trying to sell him something. And that was by far the best business selling I've ever encountered. That was cool. That was cool. And then they asked, well, how do you make the sale then if you don't want to sell it then? Well, it's a psychology play of, I'm doing so well financially, it doesn't matter if we sell or not sell. If you want to do business with me, you do business with me. Otherwise, that was cool. He didn't even bother to broach the subject of sales. None. That was cool, and I really enjoyed that conversation. Learned a lot. So that was one of the conversations I had. I've had a lot with millionaires too. Yeah. I don't know. I like doing business. When I drink coffee. It's like when I'm doing business, it's like smelling coffee in the morning. Or sausage and eggs, just feels good. Conducting it, doing it. I can really endorse myself into it. I just enjoy it so much. That's what I really like, is just doing business, talking business, learning about new subjects, PayPal Mafia, learning about that, learning what just learning about mergers and acquisitions, learning what AAAs are, AA's, single A's, stocks, bonds, how to leverage, position over submission. I like learning these new terms. Some of these terms I've even never heard of until I started. Oh man, one of the terms I've never even heard of until I started getting deeper, because there's so much to in business. You can get into the credit side of things, you can get into the debt side of things. Oh man, there's just so much. As I was learning about it, learning about how inquiries, or soft inquiries, hard inquiries, PG, or even learning about learning the difference between overhead and turnover, monthly, daily sales, daily rate. Right? Those are just terms I had to learn as I got older, pick them up. Dividends or royalties, right? Especially because when you're working in the Hollywood side of things, when you're working on your business deal for your movie contract, it's very different to oppose, say, stocks, right? But essentially, they're just different names that mean the same thing. For example, royalties and dividends, right? Points on the package. Stocks. You have your dividends. Say Coca-Cola does, I don't know, 50 cents per share on every share that you own. I don't know if it's quarter or a year, they'll give you 50 cents on that share that you own, right? It's a dividend. Royalties are, down the line when the movie is successful, for however you work out your contract, they will send you back money. Whether it's 2%, 7%, whatever you worked out on total sales or products, right? You gotta learn these things in business. And there's different types of business, different names. So being versed and having a good vocab and verbiage of this helps out all around, so you know you're not getting screwed over. Negotiating your deal. You always gotta have a lawyer. You always gotta have a good lawyer. Always gotta have a good lawyer. Especially because I don't understand all the Latin phrases, especially when you're doing business. There's a lot of Latin. So you need a lawyer. Lawyers go to school to learn Latin, essentially. Law school, they learn Latin. Even in crime or criminal cases, they use Latin. Court of law, they use Latin. So when you're working on your business deal, they use Latin. And, I understand some Latin. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, right? There's some things I learned. I know some Latin, but I don't know all of Latin. So that's why you get a team of lawyers. And a team of lawyers, together, they learn the Latin, and then they can put it, form it however they want, a sunset clause. Even looking at treaty rights for tribes. You have, when they're working out the treaty agreement with the U.S. government, they have things in there, verbiage, legal language. You look at that and you learn about it, what it means. You know your tribal rights. You know, all right, the U.S. government has guaranteed us this forever, in perpetuity. There's no sunset clause. There's not a 40-year, right? And you work it out. Here's our water rights. This is what this means.